Hello and welcome to Wednesday's programme.
Coming up tonight between now and 6:30.
Good evening. A new campaign is underway to try to plug the shortfall of on-call firefighters who combine that role alongside other jobs.
Cornwall Fire and Rescue Service says it's currently short of about 60 people to attend emergencies right across the county. Grace Pascoe is live now from Falmouth Fire Station. Grace, just explain to us how reliant the service is on retained firefighters. Next on the programme, the family of a woman who died in a speedboat crash have made an emotional appeal to help track down her killer. It comes after the Exeter web designer Jack Shepherd was awarded legal aid to fight his conviction for manslaughter, even though he is on the run and has never served a day of his 6.5-year sentence.
Shepherd, who was last seen in Devon in March, went missing before his trial in July. In his absence, he was found guilty of causing the death of Charlotte Brown on the River Thames in 2015. Richard Lawrence has this report. An inquiry has been ordered into the random killing of a complete stranger at a Barnstaple superstore by a paranoid schizophrenic who'd lost touch with the mental health service. Kevin Gale had stopped taking his medication.
Marks & Spencer has confirmed that its store in Falmouth is to finally shut next month, more than a year.
A teenager who nearly died from an eating disorder says other vulnerable people need to be careful using social media.
Izzy Tidswell says she slowly reduced what she ate after following food bloggers on Instagram. She ended up at risk of a cardiac arrest and needed urgent hospital care.
And the final part of our An Unhealthy.
I kind of felt like if I was doing what they were doing.
Izzy isn't alone. Experts say they've seen a rise in eating disorders linked to Instagram.
Things like I know for a fact that there are a number of...
Just how poorly she was.
So if I saw someone that was skinny...
Lasting effects from being so underweight for so long, for him and his girlfriend. I'm going to ask you a question now that you don't have to answer.
OK.
You were talking about your hormonal levels and your relationship with your fiancée. This, I'm presuming, has affected your sexual relationship with her as well.
There is a possibility that I might never be able to have children because I really did plummet my hormones that low. They might never rebound. And if I'm honest, we haven't had a sexual relationship in 3.5 years. I'm really in a good place at the minute.
Well, if you are worried yourself or a loved one has an eating disorder, then there is help and advice. Now, it has just gone 6:15 this Wednesday evening. The ITV News continues with the national and the international stories at 6:30. Mary Nightingale has the details. But
before that, the government is to be pressed this evening to reveal more details about its plans for the Royal Marines.
Currently, the home of 40 Commando at Norton Manor Camp near Taunton is set to close with a new super base being created in Devon. David Wood is live in Westminster for us this evening. David, this is a pretty controversial move for the government.
Yeah, it is, Jonty. About 2 years ago,
Now, businesses are being warned they're breaking the law if they refuse access to guide dogs and their owners.
Despite that, the charity Guide Dogs for the Blind says 3/4 of people that they have asked have been turned away from a premises.
In a moment, we'll hear from Helen McCann, who was asked to leave a shop in Somerset despite showing the right documents for her guide dog. First, though, this report from Amy Lee on how shops can help.
Well, Helen McCann has come in with her guide dog, who you might be able to see there, Alfie, standing very still at the moment. Helen, you've actually had a recent experience of this yourself, haven't you? Were you asked to leave Hotel Chocolate at Clark's Village in Somerset? What did that feel like when that happened?
Frustrating.
And you reassured them, didn't you, that Alfie was a guide dog and you needed him?
I did, and...
The shop responsible did apologise. They made a donation to the guide dogs, didn't they?
They have apologised. They couldn't...
Post actually last night, Helen, and lots of comments on it. Presumably the reason why you've spoken out about it, posted on Facebook about it, is because this sort of thing shouldn't be happening, should it?
It shouldn't highlight that there is an issue and there's a need for essential training.
Yeah.
And that was Helen McCann speaking to us a little earlier with the lovely Alfie, we should say. And we're going to continue with a bit of an animal theme because a cat in Plymouth had a lucky escape after getting stuck in the engine of a car. Coco was found...
Now a tale about a much bigger cat, and it's not often that you see a tiger going to the dentist.
Vet needed for that one, I would have thought. It is weather time now. Alex is here. Alex, we've had pretty glorious day across the West Coast, haven't we?
It's been very sunny today.
Alex, thank you very much. Now, just before we go, a reminder that Peston is on ITV tonight after our late news. Here's presenter Robert Peston with all the details. Robert Peston there. And that's it from all of us this evening. I'll be back with the late news. That's at the usual time of 10:30.
The ITV News continues with Mary Nightingale in just a couple of minutes. But from all of us on the team tonight, have a lovely evening. We'll see you tomorrow at 6 o'clock.
Bye-bye.